Tell me about it. Like, what do you think? What is something bad about
Do you not
international
want to get married? Is this what the show is? It's like persuade Alexander he doesn't have to get married.
What the?
You're not fearless. You're scared of getting married.
Oh, of course. Hear me, I have group members. 2 members got divorced. I don't want to be like that.
Well, you have to get married to get divorced. Right? You know?
You want to be fearless, Alexander? Be fearless.
와, 너무 세다.
저 아저씨.
I'm fearless. All right, so on our previous episode, we invited Korean and foreign wives, and we talked about international marriage. And to be fair, of course, today we need the guys to be out here and welcome everybody to the studio. Hi.
Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah, I know that you guys are so happy. Look at the bright faces because you guys left all your wives and came here, right?
I love you, darling.
Oh, I envy you because I'm still single here. All of you guys are my 인생 선배, like my, teachers in life. So let me get to you one by one here. Let's start with here first. Can you introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Paul.
Paul?
I'm from the UK.
UK.
And I've been here for 24 years. Married since 2008, but living together since 2000.
Wow.
Met, fell in love, moved in together, didn't tell the parents.
That's already juicy enough and interesting. Okay,
It's
we'll
fine,
get
we're
to that.
married, so it's okay now.
Yeah.
I'm Victor. I'm from Ireland. I've been here since 2006. Been married since 2016. 2016, right, yeah. In
How do
trouble
you forget?
already.
Your wife is watching, so
Yeah.
you're going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Carlos. I'm from Brazil. I've been married for a little bit over 3 years, and I've been in Korea for 16 years already.
Among all of you, like you have been married for the longest, is it?
Yeah, I
For
think so.
20...
Since 2008, so we're looking at 16? No, it's 18 years.
18
Oh, no, 16
years.
16, sorry. 여보 미안해. 죄송합니다.
이거 여보 is very, 너 뒤졌어 밤에, like 밤에 집에 오면. It's like that to you.
너 나쁘게 만들지 마세요.
But we could go back to the very beginning. Since you guys have been dating like a Korean lady and of course married, how was the proposal like? Were there any expectations? Anybody had a like formal proposal?
Well, I did it when we moved house, and I'd bought a really cheap little wooden ring, and I thought because this was a new day, a new start, I'd do it like that. I didn't do the Korean thing where it's sort of, let's prepare everything before and we'll do a wedding and then I'll propose. I did it the British way of just sort of surprising her.
Oh, and she was okay with it.
She said yes, which is good. So yeah, she was fine with it.
Okay.
I did actually propose, but it was on our way to our honeymoon, actually. So it was actually after the registration and everything. So we did the papers, and on the way to Brazil to do our wedding there, we stopped on the way. We had the honeymoon before the wedding because
Okay.
of the logistics.
This is very confusing for me.
Honeymoon before wedding, is
Yeah,
that
the
a
honeymoon before
Brazilian
the wedding.
thing?
And the
In
proposal
Brazil.
during the honeymoon.
Exactly.
It's guaranteed, yeah, but it's a guaranteed yes.
Yeah, of course. No
Right,
choice.
you had no stress, right?
I'm curious for you, Carlos. Like, did you do it because you felt like this was like a Korean thing?
Definitely. I would never do it otherwise.
Really? In Brazil, it's
you
not.
don't
Isn't
do
it
in
common?
Brazil, yeah.
Because
Really?
I'm
Yeah.
confused because nowadays it seems like SNS is a thing, so everybody
course.
wants to just portray everything. But for you, like it's not a Brazilian thing. It's really just
Some people do it, but it's not like in Korea. It's not like you absolutely have to do it. And then I felt
expectations.
there was a pressure for me to do something. And then I thought a lot for a long time. If I do it out of the blue, it's it's just a regular day. So I just thought, okay, maybe when we go to the honeymoon, when we do the wedding, I'll do it as a package.
right. Then here comes the next thing. In Korea, you guys know about 상견례, right? Like the official thing when your parents have to meet each other. Did you guys do that?
We had the 상견례 and everything.
Oh.
But we had a problem with the schedule. And then I got late with my parents.
Oh
And,
no!
yeah,
That's a
don't do
K-drama
that.
thing. No, okay, 이렇게 감이 늦어. Why are you late?
Yeah,
Blah.
definitely. Be on
Uh-huh.
time. Yeah, it's a great tip. Yeah.
Just
Very
explain it's a
basic.
cultural difference. This is how we
Yeah.
do it in Brazil. It's fine.
Right.
In Brazil, it's fine. We don't care. But in Korea, it's a big thing, right?
Were they like surprised? Oh,
My wife,
foreign boyfriend.
my wife did not tell her family about me.
Right, you
at
told
first.
me earlier. You
Yeah.
guys.
So basically, when we started dating, when we started living together, she didn't talk about me. And then when I came to her sister's wedding, I was the friend. And then eventually she told her mother that I was her boyfriend. Then eventually she told her mother that we were living together. And then eventually, I think by the time I proposed, we were ready to tell her father. But all this time, when her mother first found out, there was a thing of, you're marrying a foreigner? And I think they were really worried. They were like, can we trust this guy? Once the wedding happened was great, but beforehand it was like, how do I tell my parents I'm dating a British man?
Oh man.
I was also a secret boyfriend.
So
Yeah, she'd do the blind date, do the whole, I was going sit down, have dinner or whatever, and then, so he did all the heavy lifting and then I'd get to have a drink with her afterwards. So
Oh man.
it was, so that went on for a while, and I was happy enough with that. I mean, because I knew the direction we were going, and she also had to figure out how she was going to. My Korean in-laws went to Ireland for the Irish ceremony, and they met there, and it was just like
Oh, so it was that time they met.
two different dimensions just together, right?
Oh, were you not worried? Like, oh my God, what if they don't get along?
There's only two people who need to get along, right?
Wow.
So didn't really interest
But there's
me
a
too much.
Korean saying, getting married, it's not just the two, it's the two family getting married.
Yeah, well, that's a Korean saying. I mean, I think it's more important that you both get along. And it's good if they do, but it shouldn't be at the expense of
Sacrificing everybody.
you and her.
but also, forgive me if I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong. I think we all marry for love. In Korea, there is a pressure from the parents. You've got to marry a certain boy or a certain girl from a
profile,
certain family of a certain class with a certain income.
Right.
Whereas us ajoshis, we're
Oh.
like,
Okay.
I love you, let's get married.
Right.
So it's a very comfortable situation. I
Did they
think.
not say something like, 너 집 있니? 차 있어?
아, 저는 한국말 못해요. 미안해. 무슨 말 했어요? 아니, 갈비찜 너무 맛있어요. 어머님 진짜 잘 만들었어요.
아, 그래 많이 먹어. 그래서 집이 있어? Who's the fearless?
I think we have another advantage because one thing that happens with the daughters of Korean families who marry international men is when it comes to Solal and Chuseok, where are we going to go? We'll go to your house. There's no going to the in-laws. There's no, we can't spend time with you. So every Solal, every Chuseok, it's like, I'm with my wife's family.
Oh.
And so there is that sort of extra little bonus that sweetens the pot, sweetens the deal.
Many times I'm the one telling that we should go.
Oh,
We should
you are
visit.
the one who said
Yeah.
let's go. And so your wife is the one, 귀찮아, I don't want to go
귀찮아,
anywhere.
뭐 기차 타고 사람 많고 그런 거.
And when you go there, they feed you a lot,
Yeah.
I guess, right?
A lot of fun. It's a happy day.
Nice.
But there is one thing, I don't know about your families, but for my in-laws, I want to help. If all the women have frying the fish or frying the pancakes
Right.
or doing the washing up and the men are sitting watching the TV, I have tried again and again to say, can I do something? Can I cut the fruit? No, you sit there, there. I just want to wash the dishes or put out the chopsticks.
You're
but
such
no,
a lovable son-in-law. Because in Korea, especially the older generations, like kitchen is not a place for men.
Yeah, but luckily it's changing now.
Yeah.
But still, certainly for the first 15 years, that was very, I don't know, we don't have the word in English, tatate, that feeling of that frustration.
But there's definitely something in the air that they should serve you. I feel that. You should be well fed, you should relax, you should rest. You know,
I guess
it's a
that's
time
it.
for you as the Sawi to take some time off, you know, to relax a little bit.
Who's the fearless? Question, any of you have kids here? You have kids?
I have two kids, yeah.
Two kids. Oh
Two
my
kids,
goodness.
twins.
Cool.
Nice.
That's a handful.
Oh. Do you guys not get the pressure for having kids in Korea?
Sort of.
Tell me about it. Come on. Tell me about it. I mean, your in-laws won't be watching, so.
Well, she's 6 years younger than me, so we still have some time. But the pressure is increasing every year. Do we have a gift coming? 이제 계획 없으세요?
Because usually there's a term in Korea which is called like 독박 육아. So it's like the girls are the one
Right.
who take care.
Well, that's me.
Oh.
But that's not to say that she doesn't do her. I mean, she does plenty. I don't want to get in any trouble. now.
But the fact that she gets the morning shift, you get the afternoon shift, the kids get
And
the best
evening.
of both worlds.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
And
that's
e-
really good.
And the evening.
That's nice.
And they
That's really
translate for me now, so I don't need. You see, that's another thing. You guys speak Korean fluently, whereas I get that. What did he say? I can ask the kids. What did he say? What was that announcement?
That's the real AI.
good. Who's the fearless? Any foreigners who are gonna like thinking to or planning to marry a Korean lady, what are some advices you would give? Like pay attention to this part.
You got to get on mother 장모님, the mother-in-law
Exactly.
side as well.
장모님.
So you got to do
We're-
that studying.
we're in. I've got a good relationship with my mother-in-law. That makes a big difference. She'll side with me most of the time.
So the key is to have a good relationship with the in-law.
Mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law particularly, I think. Yeah.
Father-in-law as well, but mother-in-law is the most important.
I think the mother-in-law, she has stood up for me a few times and little things that have happened in the past. Coming home late from a night out or whatever, and my wife's pissed off. She goes back to her mom to complain about me, and my mother-in-law's like,
Oh, you're
go home, take a rest.
Oh, that's a good advice.
Yeah.
Okay, now I know who to corrupt.
She's a good supporter of mine, yeah.
I would say you study your ass off about Korean
I
culture.
was going to say that.
You do as much as you can to understand the culture, the society you're moving into. Because it's not the wives moving to our country. We've moved here. And to be a proper marriage immigrant, you have to understand the country you're living in, I think, to really live a good life, a fulfilling life.
나 멋있다, 진짜.
But I have to believe in it.
Yeah.
It's
Believe in
something
it.
we didn't talk about. Like it's a partnership. It's love. It's physical. It's mental. It's sentimental. There's a lot of belief into it. You have to believe it's gonna work out, even when it doesn't seem like it, right?
But there also needs to be a healthy dose of reality playing a part as well, right? Because love is fantastic, but it's not as tangible as reality. So you can, sometimes you just have, reality is the most important thing, especially after 10 years together, 12 years together. Maybe the love is not the same. It takes a different form, and then reality takes over, and you have to respond to the reality of your kids knocking something down, breaking something, something getting smashed, me getting smashed and coming home late and getting in trouble for that. There's all these realities that you have to face.
Who's the fearless? One last thing I want to ask you. Everybody, close your eyes. Close your eyes, okay? Close your eyes, look down. If you were to choose again whether you want to get married again to a Korean lady,
This Korean lady or a
no,
different one?
any Korean
Okay,
lady,
all right.
right? Will you do that? If yes, put your hands up. 1, 2, 3.
No, I reject the premise of the question.
Why?
Because you're not marrying a nationality, you're marrying the person you love.
Yeah, but if it's a Korean culture, because you could marry other like a Chinese or a different culture.
Yeah, if I meet a Chinese girl and I fall in love, I'll marry her. If I meet a Korean girl, I fall in love, I'll marry her. This racist to talk about, would you marry a Korean girl?
This guy's just
Korean
너무
wives are the best.
대단하다. This guy's just
아니, 이거
too...
너무 심해. 인종차별하지 마요.
Well, I'll take the question at face value. I'd marry her again.
Oh!
Okay?
What about any other Korean woman?
I mean,
Thank you.
yeah, sure. I'd be open to, yeah. It depends on who I met first, but yeah, no, I'd marry. Look, what we have is great. I wouldn't swap my kids. My kids are fantastic. They're 7. I wouldn't change any of that. So yeah, I'd marry her again, regardless of what she was.
I feel like I'm learning about life here, 진짜. 나도 결혼할래. Where's my 예차가 어딨어? 씨.
It's a partnership.
All you have to do is call 010-555-555 to marry Alexander. He'll be here in the studio next week
Oh
at 3
my
p.m.
goodness. Who's the fearless? I have a bomb here. So each of you, if you get the bomb, please give an advice. Set something, advice to any foreigners who wants to marry or who are into international marriage. If it explodes in your hand, you have to do a very lovable message to your wife, okay? Ooh, nice. Not too bad, huh? The punishment.
Not a punishment.
Oh, okay. So we'll begin with Paul. Ready? Go.
Be kind. Be kind to each other.
Marry in haste, repent in leisure. In other words, don't rush in.
Don't rush.
Eat everything that is served to you.
Anything else?
Yeah, very well.
Oh yeah, I was going to do that one. It's going to go off, isn't it? Also be nice to your father-in-law.
Nice to your father-in-law.
Never refuse the kalbijin.
Always get home on time.
Get him on time.
Oh, be on time. Eat the rice with the spoon.
Let's see. Pass. Well, I have to say so. Tell your wife you love her every morning.
Oh,
That's a good thing.
Right.
Don't talk politics at the dinner table.
Oh.
Never.
Or on YouTube shows.
Who's the fearless? All right, so punishment here is now you have to look at the camera, 영상편지 to your wife. Say something, anything
Where am I
you
looking?
want.
여보,
You should get away, get away.